Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Kingdoms Reborn. Now time has gone a little bit on since the last episode, just because when I actually loaded up the game, it was actually on play and I hadn't actually realised yet. Don't really know exactly what changed, probably not much, I don't think it was very long. But this did pop up, and when this popped up is actually when I noticed that time was still going, so I paused the game here. We are able to purchase the Potter card, and we actually are near a river, so I'm actually going to go ahead and buy that, as well as the clay pit. And the reason why I was looking to see if I was near a river is because you cannot build a clay pit without being next to the river. I have a lot of things I need to build. I have a lot of cards, so let's get this guy placed down over here. Then we need to expand over in this direction. Do I want to spend food on it? Yeah, I could probably spend some food on it. Let's purchase this area. Let's turn the speed back on. Let's actually go up to 2 times speed. Now there's 3, but the first one's half speed, so that's why. So we're now on 2 times speed. I think the next one is 5. Okay, nope. I thought it was 4 times speed. Apparently it's actually 5 times speed. We got another immigrant. We are so far doing reasonably well on the housing. What is it we're building over here? Let's just take a quick look. We have the hunter, we have the gatherer, and we are building a second gatherer. Very nice. Alright, so we are decent on the houses. What was I building here? The employment bureau. I just want to get the statistics bureau placed down right next door. And then now we need to head over here and get these placed. So we need the clay pit over here. Of course, houses are a little bit too far from it. You need to keep your houses somewhat nearby. So let's build a road down to begin with. Why can I not go straight? Oh, there's a little bit of a hill there. There we go. Let's do it like that. And then we need to get a house built. So let's knock down the trees for a second, so we can see where I can place you. No, we're too great. So let's place you right there. And then what's the range on you? So you can only go up to here. So firstly, let's upgrade you. And then all these trees are fine to cut down. Let's go like that, and then let's go like that. That way we shouldn't be cutting down any trees in your area that are fruit trees, at least. Right, we have more cards. We could get wheat seeds, but I think we can leave those for the moment. We might want a forester. Yeah, let's get an initial forester. In fact, we are going to actually place him up here where the fruit gatherers are. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. And what we're going to do with him is we're going to set it so that he can cut down normal trees and will only plant fruit trees. So we change all these trees in the area to fruit trees, making these guys' job a little bit easier, being a lot more trees in the area for them. We are quite low on wood, so let's actually use the buy wood card to get some more wood. We should have used the sell food card first, but it's alright. We don't need a beer brewery quite yet. We don't have any wheat seeds yet. There's a second food, another gatherer, nothing there I particularly want, and nothing here. A furniture workshop is something I do want relatively soon, so we can get some level 2 buildings, but not quite yet, due to the fact that I'm not really doing too good on wood. My research is completed. We got our improved wood cutting, plus 20% wood harvesting yield. Let's now get the foreign trade. We can sell goods we don't need and start buying the goods we do need. So for businesses to work, you need both a house near them as well as storage. So for this guy, there wasn't storage or a house near him, so he wasn't going to work. Well, no. Never mind. I'm wrong about that. I'm 90% sure they actually do work. It's just they don't work at full efficiency. So you do want to get a house there. Oh, apparently T is the hotkey for research. I did not know that. I meant to click R to rotate that building around. Let's place it over here. Very nice. So we are getting a little bit closer on how many people we can house. Alright, you have been built. Let's upgrade you. Get both of those. Those were both just stone upgrades. We are actually now pretty much out of stone. Planting fruit trees, and we want to cut non-fruit trees only. There we go. We're also going to need more stone. So let's see. Is there any stone in the area right now? There's a little bit. So let's queue the stone up to be mined. And then I do see a chunk right here, as well as there's a mountain right here. So we could start mining that with a quarry once we get one. Now we are going to want like an industrial zone. I think right here will be fine for the moment, just because it's kind of out the way. Or we can actually put it up near the mountain, since we're going to be needing a quarry up there in a moment anyway. Speaking of, let's buy the quarry. We're going to put it up on this mountain face over here. Let's get you placed there. We're going to cut all the trees in your little immediate area, like so, and we're going to connect your dirt roads together. So let's go up the 3 first, and then straight across like that. So let's have the little industrial area, maybe not there, but like maybe come down a little bit like so. So then let's get the potter there, and then we actually probably want to continue this road all the way through like that. Let's see, anything else we would want? We already have a charcoal burner who's doing pretty well. We have another immigration office to place. How is our fish placing doing? We only have the 2, so we might want to get another one. So yeah, let's go ahead and buy one more. Yeah, probably just the one more fishing lodge. Ideally, oh, I can actually place it here, even though I only have part of the zone. Let's see, is there anywhere I can get above 106? Probably not. But oh, there's a 108. No, because it's yellow. I can't actually get it there. So it looks like the 106, which was here, is the best we can get. Let's just connect that little bit of dirt road. Very nice. So we can get you all built up. And then I don't have any of the upgrades. No, I don't. Ah, we have a little caravan that wants to come and trade with us. So let's sell some of our leather. We don't need that at the moment. We will later on, but for now we don't. So let's just keep selling that. We also want a coal mine, and let's also grab the tavern. So the tavern increases visitors' fun, service quality of 90, so that's going to make all of these houses happier if it's next door to them. So let's place that here. And that covers all these houses, which are main houses, as well as the ones that we will build here. It only doesn't cover you, that's fine for now. Because you are just a workhouse, you're not going to be an actual expanded house for quite some time. We also want to get a coal mine placed here so we can start producing our own coal. Now both you are too far from storage, as well as you will probably be too far from storage. Actually, get rid of that road for the moment. Oops, not that one, but here. And let's get a little storage place built right there. And then we can build the road like that. That gives you the storage you need, that will give you the storage you probably need, as well as giving you the storage you might have needed. Let's give you this one to increase your productivity. Now I'm turning 10 clay into 13 pots. One pots sell quite well, so that will give us a good thing to sell later on. But as well, what the pots are used for, as well as the furniture, is they are considered luxury items. So the tier 1 luxury items are beer, cannabis, furniture, and pottery. So if you get them, you get them basically in groups of 10 normally. I'm getting them in groups of 13 because I've upgraded it. But what they will do is they'll take 10 of them and they'll go place them in a house. As you can see, this guy here is running along. Who is this? This is Dan. This is actually a little boy doing it. He's going to run along. He's going to deliver it to a house. Alright, delivered it to this house, and it's now being upgraded to a tier 2 house. So in comparison, a tier 1 house gets you 8.1 gold and 2.2 science, while tier 2 house gives you 11.4 gold and 5.6 science. So it is an increase of whatever that is. 3.4 and 3.4 to both of them, which is very nice because all of these houses can turn into tier 2 houses, and they will as we get pots to place them in. Now we can get to a level 3 house by giving them a second luxury item, which will be very nice. And that continues on with this. So these ones we can get by just completing the number of level 1 houses, and then level 2 houses, and so on all the way up to your level 7 houses currently. Now that might change, we might be able to go up even higher later on, but that is as far as we can go for the moment. Alright, let's actually go ahead and unlock wheat seeds, maybe even cabbage seeds while we're at it. Now let's stick with the wheat seeds for the moment. Anything else we want? No, let's just stick with that. Let's unlock the wheat seeds, which allows us to build a farm. Let's go over to the overlay and check our fertility of the land. So over here there's good fertility, everywhere else it's pretty low. So we're going to want to get the farms and place them over here. So actually, let's not place it here, but let's place it, say, here. So we're looking for an 8x8 farm as the maximum area. The most you can get is 64. So the best would be 8x8, or you could do, what's the other one, 16x4. Or I guess you could do, can you do 1? No, you can't. Okay, the max width or length is 16. So 8x8 or 16x4 are your two priority ones, so you get the most amount of farming out of a single farm. Which way am I going wrong? There we go. And we're going to be planting wheat here. Let's get ourselves a nice little road running alongside it. And then this road will curve around and go to the second wheat farm we have, which will be up here. Let's see if we can get a nice 8x8. Not quite because of there, but we could do a 7x7 at 99% fertility. So let's leave it like that. Dirt road. Place the dirt road alongside. So both of those will be built and people will take those jobs, which is very nice. Alright, we are actually in fact way out of housing, which I've just realized. So let's get some houses built. These are going to be priority built because we really need these houses being built as soon as possible so we stop having people leaving. Let's also get a house here. Let's actually get 2 houses here. So we're going to queue up 4 houses and make all of them the priority and speed buff all of them with our leader skill like that. Now when we got upgraded, we can get a trading post card. Probably don't want the trading post, but we want the trading port. The port is slightly better. 3 immigrants want to join us. Okay, we're going to accept them. You can't help but notice the wide smile that spreads across an immigrant child as she enters her promised land. So that's because our place, they are happier and we are doing better than the AI, which means that occasionally they'll try to come over to us. Right, we don't need an archer barracks, we probably will never actually build one. We have now actually built the housing. I guess because we're on the fastest speed, the houses got built pretty quickly. So we now have enough housing for everyone, which is good considering we accepted more people. Let's just give you the juicier bait. Very nice. We can also come up here and give you some upgrades. So let's increase your productivity and increase your productivity with stone as well. Getting as much coal as we possibly can. So if we mine enough coal here, that means we won't have to worry about producing it with our charcoal burner over here, who is actually making these houses unhappy, which I didn't quite realize at when I placed them down. But we have the tavern, which is kind of cancelling it out. Yeah, they're about to change. So I should probably say what the archer barrack does. It doesn't actually produce units, so you don't actually get archers. What you do is you takes wood and it gives you more influence. The influence you can actually use to claim tiles. So you might think, oh, like it's quite useful to get influence, but you don't claim tiles enough to really make it worthwhile, in my opinion, for getting an archer barracks, or at least that being the only reason. You can also use it to annex territory. If you share a border with an AI or player, you can fight over the territory. That's when it actually comes in handy, but we won't be doing that because the AI is so far away. Spy the library card, we'll go over that in a second. Ooh, we have hit 50 people. We are now a large town. Choose your rare card prize. Beer tax, we don't have any beer. We might get beer later, but really +5 is not super useful. 30 productivity from gold mines, we won't ever have any gold mines. Plus 30 productivity for mines if you have a blacksmith. I mean, we will have a blacksmith at some point, and we're more likely to have a blacksmith than we are to have a beer house. So let's grab that one. And we're just going to be holding on to it for the moment. Well, we could actually sell it for 150 gold, which is also a possibility. Anything here we particularly want? No. Alright, so the library. You get +2 science for every surrounding level 2 house. And the effect does not stack, so having multiple libraries does not make it any better. Unfortunately, from the way I appear to actually laid everything out, I don't seem to be able to get you placed in anywhere around the housing. I can place you there, which gets, so far, 3 of them upgraded now, 4 of them technically. About to get a 5th, and we'll get a 6th. And we'll get houses I place in the future, so that's decent. The windmill card is super useful, and we are also going to want a bakery. So the windmill, it increases the productivity by 10% of nearby farms. And it will also turn wheat into flour, which is something we're going to want, because then we can use the bakery to turn said flour into bread, which is a nicer conversion and much nicer for our people to be eating than just eating raw wheat. We're also going to want a second storage yard because this one's pretty full. And I realized we have yet to put any research in. And this actually shows a perfect thing. The research is still going up. So unlike in, like, say, Civilization or most games, if you don't put in the research, you're just wasting time. In this game, it just stacks up. So I'm up to, say, there we go, 170 points, when these need 240 points, say, to research. The next one I would want is the medicinal herb seed, so we can plant to get medicine. So now we're at 180, you see, it's now most of the way researched. It continues to build up, and you will use all the research you forgot to put something in for. So you don't actually miss out on anything from that happening, which is really nice. Is there anything else we particularly want? Not really. We might want to start getting some foresters somewhat soon, but not quite yet. And we have the trading port, which we want to get placed down somewhere. Where can I place you? Oh, I can actually place you right there. Perfect. That's a great place for you to be. There we go, just connect the road up like that. See if we can cut down these trees here. Same with these ones down here. Very nice. Now you need more wheat. So we're going to want to increase the productivity of this, but that means we need more stone. Same for you. You actually are going to be turning coal into bread with the flour. So I'm actually going to only put one worker here. Ah, we have another trade caravan. Because putting the one worker there will mean we are doing it less often, less quickly, which means I won't be going through coal quite as much. Now I'm actually doing a good job at mining coal, so I think I'm going to turn you off for the moment. Down to no workers, just so we don't spend all of it. Let's increase the productivity of the quarry, as well as let's give you more workers so you can get more done. Oh, I did just notice we are also now over the limit of houses we have. We are no longer efficiently housing everyone we need to. Let's get a couple of houses placed down. As well as, let's see if we can fit one in here. We can indeed. That is very nice to see. Alright, what other cards can we get? Building a biowood one could be useful. A coal mine could be nice. A second coal mine. They're always quite good. So let's buy one of those. We had someone leave. We've had two people leave now because they are homeless. But we are about to get some more houses built. So let's just speed those up so we can try to keep you here. Very nice. We can now conquer provinces. So that's what I was talking about by annexing nearby provinces. Eventually, you also unlock vassalization, which we'll get in one house. So whenever this one's built, we'll unlock that. Let's just take a look at the cards. Another quarry could be quite useful. Let's grab that. There we go. We now have vassalization, which means if we gather enough influence, we can vassalize the AI or players. And they continue on like they were, but they have to give you money. Besides that, I've never actually done it because the AI normally don't do well enough, and I've always just played with friends when I've done multiplayer, so I don't really want to attack them in that sense. We normally just kind of play the game together like you would like Banished, but playing it together as friends, and we'll send each other goods if we need and trade items. So we're doing it friendly, not against each other. So I don't really know a huge amount about the vassalization, but that's the basics of what it is. There are also researches to do with going against each other, so you can get the spy guard research, the espionage research, and then I think there are some later on, like a fort and stuff like that. Let's research. I don't know. I never know what to do for the fourth one because I'm not actually anywhere near any tundra or anything like that. I never have been, so I don't need the research to make it cheaper for that. And I don't need this research because, well, I don't have any of issues from this. And I never use the mushroom farms because I don't want it to be turning wood. But I might as well grab that one just in case one day I choose to. So I've actually forgot to click that card. Now it unlocks me from actually being able to build it, which is very nice. So let's actually get one of these placed down over here. There you go, that's 99% fertility. Now we can switch it over to medicinal herbs, which is very nice. We need lots of those because we are actually pretty low on medicine at this point. We don't have a way to recreate medicine. We can just get the herbal medicine for the moment. Later on, we'll be able to get actual medicine, which will be very nice for us. Alright, we don't need anything from here. Let's just close that. Was our trading port ever built? Yes, you were. Perfect. So we can start actually selling goods we no longer need. So firstly, let's decrease the fee down to 20. And let's also, we want this one more. So let's wait until we have the gold autosaving. I don't know. I like saying it. I haven't actually said it in the video yet, but I normally say it when I'm online with other people. Right, we have good stone production. We have loads of clay. It looks like we have a little bit of an excess of pottery now, which means we can start selling the pottery pretty soon, which is very nice. Wood and coal we're a little low on, though we did just go through winter, so the coal being a little low is to be expected. Let's cut down these trees here, and let's see, how is our population doing? So we have enough room for 10 more people. Ooh, we have unlocked the new era, so we get a new book. This one is one of the most useful books you will ever get. Consume 40% less input. And we got a couple of new global slot cards available that we can grab. So this one, 40% less input. I don't know exactly where I want to put it. I'm thinking I want to put it on, well, I don't have the coal burner anymore, so maybe the bakery. There we go. We're now going to be spending 3 coal from it and 3 flour to get 30 bread, which is very nice. We can actually upgrade it with 41 stone right now, and we will get to 33 bread for that. So that's pretty good. We have another coal mine we can place down here, as well as a second quarry which we can place down here, both of which is very nice to get. Increases the productivity because of the combo, as well as gets us more coal and stone, which we are slowly running out of. Before we trade, let's go get fast delivery, which is very nice. Means we will be able to trade more often, as well as if we order stuff, we can get it sooner. So let's go ahead and sell as much leather as we possibly can, 240. And we're actually getting a better rate now because we got the fee upgrade, so now we're only paying a 20% fee instead of the 25% fee we would have when we first built this, or when the trade caravan comes along. So there we go, there's 1,000 gold, and now we have to wait for it to come back along before we can get another one. Anything here we particularly need? No, not really. Let's see if there's a reroll. No, I don't really see anything. So we can just close that, and we are in a pretty good spot to end off this episode. So if you have enjoyed, like and comment down below. If you're new to the channel and like to see more, hit that subscribe button, and until next time, stay icy. Bye.